Okay, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu. Um, so, right now we're going to have our Arabic class, and what we're going to do first is we're going to review our Eid dua. The dua that we did last week, the one that you guys were, mashallah, saying really nicely on the mic earlier this morning when we were doing our groups. The Kullu Amin wa Antum bi Khair. We're going to review that one really quickly. And then I'm going to show you something really cool. You know how we've been doing these hadha sentences, like hadha baytun, hadha masjidun? We're going to do some really cool ones that you can actually use. And like you can tell people like, oh, this is a book, or this is a key, or this is a pen. Okay, so hold on for that. We're going to do our Eid dua first, and we can see it's on the PDF right now. I know some of you are probably experts at this. I heard you guys saying it on the mic. So for the students that are newer, this is the Eid dua that we're going to learn, and I'm going to review the translation really quickly, okay? And as far as the Medina books go, the books that we were doing the lessons from, we're going to do more of that when everybody gets their book, and that way we can do it together. And just a reminder for the people that did get their books, don't write in pen or anything on the books, okay? Because we want to keep them neat and clean, okay? And that way that when you're like 25 years old or something and you want to look back at your notes, then it'll be really easy to look back and read them, okay? So let's begin. Kullu means every. Kullu means everything, not just one, but every. Kullu, so every what? So let's read. Kullu Amin. Amin, does anybody remember what Amin means? Good, year. It means year. So every year, not just 2012 or 2013, but every year. The year you were born, not the year you were born, the year like next year, the year after, so on, okay? Kullu, every, Amin, year. Wa antum. Wa antum, we're going to take that meaning together. You know how it's actually two words? Good, some of you remember, while you. Good, Sister Amina, Sister Yusra, Brother Junaid, all of you guys got it. While you, not and while, okay? Remember, in this case, wa means while, okay? You know how before we learned that wa means and? Wa has many meanings, okay? So in this case, it means while. And inshallah, we'll look at cases that we'll be able to learn when it means what, okay? Good, Brother Hassan got it. Wa can mean while or and. So wa antum, while you, bi khair, well. So bi khair means well like you're feeling well, okay? Like if I asked you, how are you? You can tell me, oh, I'm well, okay? So, and inshallah we'll learn how to use this word in other ways as well. Good. So some of you have, like you're sick and you feel well after a couple of days. Good. So basically we're asking that every year you're going to feel well, right? You're not going to go through any sicknesses and things like that, okay? So all together, Kullu amin wa antum bi khair, it means may every year pass by while you are well. Kullu amin, every year should pass by wa antum bi khair, while you are well. Does that make sense? And then remember what I told you last week about Amin? Did I mention that? About what kind of year that is? Does anybody remember that? Oh, good. Okay, I did. It means a good year. Good, Brother Hassan. Amin specifically means a year that is good, a year that has much rain. And you know when you get rain, you get a lot of food, right? Makes sense? And when you have food, you're happy, right? They're all connected, right? Good food, rain, natural vegetation, good, and then you're happy because you have food. So Amin specifically means a year that's a happy year, a good year, plentiful. I like rain. Yeah, rain is a really nice blessing, right, from Allah, and we should always be thankful that we have it. Okay, so if you have any questions, you can type them up about this dua, and then we'll move on, okay? Do you have any questions? La or naam? La? Okay, I see mostly la. If somebody does, they can type it up. I'll read it. So now we're going to move on to this. It says extra sentences for lesson 1. Lesson 1, we're talking about the lesson 1 that we did. Oh, you know this? Good. Lesson 1 from the Medina book. You know the lesson 1 that we did, Hada Baytun, Hada Masjidun, Ma Hada, right? So if we read this, it says, Inshallah, we will continue practicing with some more examples of how to use the phrase Hada, which means, what does Hada mean? I think you all know, right? Hada, this. Good. Hada means this, and then we put the is in. Okay. Hada means this. And remember how I told you a few weeks ago that if I say something like Hada Baytun, it means, what does Hada Baytun mean? You tell me what it means in English. This is a house. Good. Good. I think all of you are typing it up. This is a house. MashaAllah. Anyhow, good, Brother Hassan got that. And then I told you, when you see this sentence, Hada Baytun, why is there an is? Good. Brother Muslim got it. Is implied. There is no word in Arabic that is equal to the is in English. So it's implied to make sense. Good. Right? Because it wouldn't make sense if we said this a house. We have to put in the is so that it makes sense to us in English, right? In Arabic, the people that speak Arabic, they don't even need the word is because it makes sense. Good. It says underlined, the word is can be implied. Okay? And then the next thing that we learned. See, look, this PDF, the file that's on here, you already know it. Trust me, okay? It's going to be so easy for you. MashaAllah, all of you are really smart. And now you tell me why when we translated Hada Baytun, we translated it to this is a house, right? How do we know it's a house? Good. Brother Muhsin, Brother Ashir. Good. All of you guys got it. It's a tanween. The tanween, it could be un, in, on, right? Double vowel, like two fatha, two dhamma, two kasra. Right, it doesn't mean it's plural. It means that it's any house. It's always going to be at the end of a noun. And you guys know what nouns are, right? Nouns are people, person, things. You guys know what nouns are. In Arabic, we'll go over that a little bit more later. But basically, it means that it's going to be any house, not the house, not Sister Yusra's house or Sister Fatima's house. Any house, I mean. It could be anybody's house, okay? So, the fancy term for it, I guess, is right here, if you see it on that line, Arabic indefinite article. Okay? Indefinite means like unspecified or not specific, okay? So, it's a new word. Some of you maybe know it already, some of you maybe don't, but indefinite. It kind of makes sense, like not defined, not specific, right? Does that make sense? No, okay, maybe not limit, but any house, a house. And I think you understand what that is when you speak, right? Okay, let's look at all these pictures, right? Everybody likes pictures. Let's look at the first one on the right, because in Arabic we read right to left. So the first one is going to be the house. You guys already know this sentence, right? Hada Baytun. Okay, let's say it. Hada Baytun. You can repeat after me. Hada Baytun. And all of you guys know this, right? This is a house. This, how do we know it's this? What is this in Arabic? Hada. Good, Brother Hassan. Got it. Good. This. And then we know that there's an is there because it's implied. Good. Sister Yusra got it. It's implied. Good. Sister Yusra got it. And then we know it's a house because of in Arabic we see the word. We see it's the tanween is a. Good. Baytun. Baytun with the tanween. A house. Good. I think all of you guys perfectly solid with that sentence, right? We've done it so many times. Good. Let's look at the next one. Next one, we're going to have a new word, okay? Hada babun. You can repeat it with me. Hada babun. Hada babun. And look, it kind of sounds like hada baytun. There's just one different word. Good, some of you got it. Instead of a house, it's a door. Okay? So what does babun mean in English? Door, good. Brother Junaid, Sister Fatima, all of you guys got it. Babun means door. And we know it's any sort of door. It could be Brother Isa's, Brother Rayan, Sister Alia's door, any one of your doors. How do we know it's any door? Or a door? It kind of sounds like hadha baytun. There's just one different word. Good, some of you got it. Instead of a house, it's a door. Okay? So what does babun mean in English? Door, good. Brother Junaid, Sister Fatima, all of you guys got it. Babun means door. And we know it's any sort of door. It could be Brother Isa's, Brother Rayan, Sister Alia's door, any one of your doors. How do we know it's any door? Or a door? Good, because of the tanween. We see the tanween babun. So babun means a door. And hadha means this. So hadha babun, this is a door. So remember that. Oh, you know what you should do? You should put a sticky note, like you know what a sticky note is, right? Or some sort of something easy that you can stick on the door. And write babun. Good, Sister Yusra knew what I was going to say. Post-it note. Post-it note. On a post-it note or something like that, ask your parents before you do this. Write babun in Arabic, just like that. Don't write the English. Write babun and stick it on your door. Okay? And that way whenever you see the word babun, you're like, oh, it's a door. And that way you'll learn it a lot faster, okay? Let's look at the next sentence. Let's read it. Hada masjidun. Hada masjidun. Okay, good. You guys already know this sentence, okay? Hada, this, masjidun, a masjid. This is a masjid. Or you could say this is a mosque. And you see the pictures of the masjid there. I don't know what masjid that is. It's any masjid. It's not a specific masjid, right? A masjid. Let's look at the next sentence. Hada means, what does hada mean? Hada means this. Good. Hada kitabun. Kitabun, look at the picture. What does kitabun mean? And you can sort of figure it out with the pictures, right? Kitabun means a book. And we know it's a book because of it's circle tanween. Good. And remember we learned that new word, indefinite, right? Kitabun, indefinite. A book, any book, not specific, right? So hada, this, kitabun, a book. And look, you see it's kind of red, and then it's underlined in red, but that's just me, I think that's cool. Hada, this, kitabun, a book. So all together, hada kitabun, this is a book. Okay? So next time, when you go to school or something, just start speaking in Arabic, okay? Be like, hada kitabun, and soon we'll learn how to say things like, this is my book, or this is Brother Rayan's book, or this is, you know, we can learn how to say that too, okay? So when you're at school, you can be like, hada kitabun, this is a book. Let's look at the next sentence, the next line. Oh, I think some of you already figured out what this is. That picture right there, let's read the sentence. Hada miftahun. Hada, this, miftahun. A key. It's a key, right? You see the picture and the key? And you guys all have keys for your house, right? For your base, right? Okay, let's read the sentence. هذا مفتاح. هذا مفتاح. هذا مفتاح. Say it. Say miftah. Miftahun. Yes, it's an old-fashioned key. Nowadays we have these little keys. They're more convenient, right? And make sure you're repeating it with me, because inshallah in our groups, when you get into the smaller groups, we're going to be able to review these sentences. And your group in charge, the person that is going to be your teacher, she'll listen to your pronunciation. And trust me, when you go into any sort of country, like when you go for Hajj or Umrah, you can practice with these words. And so let's read it one more time. هذا مفتاح. هذا مفتاح. And then this means هذا, this, مفتاح, a key. So هذا مفتاح, this is a key. Are you guys experts at this now? Yes, naam, good. I know you guys would be. You guys are really smart. It's going to be super fun and super easy. Let's look at the next one. What's that a picture of? This is a chair, right? You guys already got this stuff. هذا كرسي. You can repeat it with me. هذا كرسي. هذا كرسي. Good, right? Some of you are making connections, and you've already heard some of these words before. هذا كرسي. هذا, this, كرسي is a chair. كرسي means a chair. I know the picture kind of looks like a sofa to me, but it's a chair, any kind of chair. It's not a specific chair, any kind of chair. هذا كرسي, this is a chair. And yeah, it kind of looks like a recliner. How do you say sofa? We'll learn that inshallah, and it's kind of cool when we get to learn that word. I can show you a connection we can make, but hold on, okay? Kursiyun. And some of you, have any of you guys heard that in the Quran anywhere? Maybe. Think about that too. Maybe some of the words you can recognize, and even though they might have a little bit different meaning, it'll be kind of cool when you read the Quran. You can see hada, and you can see things like kitab, right? And you can see even baytun. You can see all these sort of words in the Quran, and you can be like, hey, I know that word, right? And trust me, you guys will be experts. And I don't even know, you guys are going to be better than me one day. So let's look at the next sentence. هذا قلم. هذا قلم. هذا means this. قلم. You guys already know what قلم means. Good. This is a pen. And how do we know it's a pen? Well, we can look at the translation, we can look at the picture, but قلم means a pen. Good, the tanween shows that it's a pen, any kind of pen. Oh, this one would be a good one to use at school too, because you know, you use pens and pencils, right? So you can be like, هذا قلم, this is a pen. You guys can do some show and tell with your pens and show everybody that you know how to speak Arabic. And you will be experts, inshallah, right? Inshallah. So هذا قلم, هذا, this, قلم, a pen. So what new words did you learn? Did you learn any new words so far? We have 2 more things right here. Some of you learned none, mashallah. Some of you learned pen. Some of you learned 4 new words. Good, mashallah. Okay, let's look at the last 2 words. The picture is a desk, right? Good. So let's look at the sentence. هذا مكتب. هذا مكتب. It's an old-fashioned desk. هذا, this, مكتب, a desk. Either way, it's any sort of desk. It could be a new desk, old desk, right? هذا مكتب. This is a desk. So مكتب means, what does مكتب mean? not just desk, right? Maktabun, a desk. Good. Sister Shifa, Brother Junaid, you guys got it. Brother Muhsin, a desk. So let's look at the last box right here. We're almost done. Why is everything old-fashioned is nice. Let's look at the sentence. Hada sarirun. Hada sarirun. Are you guys repeating this? Sarirun. Hada sarirun. Hada, this. Sarirun, a bed. Sarirun means a bed. Good. Brother, I think all of you guys got it now. A bed. Hada, this. Sarirun, a bed. So hada sarirun, this is a bed. What's the antiques are nice, right? And it's any kind of bed or any kind of desk, right? And then make sure and that you remember that the word is in Arabic, there's no sort of translation in Arabic for is when we say that in English. The is implied. Good. Some of you are learning new words too. Implied is a pretty difficult word. Actually, I'm sure that you guys are ahead of your class. This is a bed. So it's implied, it's understood. People know what you're talking about when you say hada maktabun. Okay. So we also learned in our last lesson a question. We learned questions like how to ask, what is this? Or questions like, is this a house? We learned 2 different kinds of stuff. Or actually, we learned 3 different kinds. Good. You corrected me. We learned more than that. And we'll get to that later. But ma hada, let's say this sentence. Ma hada. So I can ask you, ma hada. I can point to something and be like, ma hada. And you can respond to me that hada blank. Okay? So you can respond to me that hada babun or hada qalamun. Right? Okay. That's the answer. Hada blank, basically. So then we also learned ahada baytun. We learned the phrase ahada. And remember when I told you what means? Like Hamza Zabra Is, right. We can translate it as is. It's basically a question word. Like when we see that, we think automatically that's a question. Like, you know how you have like a question mark and you're like automatically, oh, that's a question? Well, is sort of like that. You can be like, oh, that's a question. So we can sort of translate it as is. Ahada means is this. And then we can put the blank. Ahada baytun. Ahada blank. And you can respond back. How would you respond to ahada baytun? Let's say there was a house in front of you and I pointed to it and I was like, ahada baytun. How would you respond to that? Good. Sister Fatima understood. It said naam or la. So there's 2 responses you can have. You can have yes or no, naam or la. Good. And let's move on right here. Now there's going to be some questions, okay? We're going to have like a little question answer thing. Okay? So the question here is ma hada. And you guys respond to me. You can see the picture. It's sort of like a quiz. We're just doing a little review. So I ask you ma hada, and people say hada baytun. So whenever we see ma hada, we're going to tell them what this is. And how do we say what this is? You say this is a house. This is a blank. Hada baytun. Okay? Let's look at the next ones. So the question is, ma hada? What is this? What is the picture? Okay, good. Sister Fatima, this is a shirt. Do we know how to say shirt? Let's read the Arabic sentence. Hada qamisun. Hada qamisun. So that's maybe a new word for some of you. Hada qamisun. Qamisun means a shirt. Good? Let's look at the next sentence. Ahada miftahun. What does that mean? أهذا مفتاح. أهذا مفتاح. Is this a key? Good. Means the question is. هذا, this. مفتاح, a key. Is this a key? That's the question. Let's look at the picture. You guys already said, La, that's not a key. Of course it's not a key. So instead we say, La, no, it's not a key. And we tell them what it is. What is that picture? This is a pen. Good. In Arabic we would say, La hada qalamun. That's the answer. So qalamun means what in Arabic? In English, what is the translation of qalamun? A pen. Good. Make sure you put the A in there. Okay, let's look at the next one. Ahadha baytun. Ahadha baytun. You guys should know this one, right? We did the sentence. Ahadha baytun. Sister Yusra is saying naam. Yeah. They're right. Naam. Hadha baytun. Sister Yusra got it. Naam. Hadha baytun. Yes, this is a house. Naam. Yes. Hadha baytun. This is a house. Let's look at the next one. Ahadha sarirun. You guys tell me what that means. What does mean? Means is. Good. Hadha means. Good. Is the question word. Hadha means this. And sarirun means. What does sarirun mean? A bed. Good. Oh, you can put a post-it note on your bed too. And write sarirun. And that way you'll remember it's a bed. So, what is your response to this? Ahada sarirun? No, this is not a bed. What is it? This is a chair. Good. Sister Fatima, this is a chair. Good. MashaAllah. And look, Brother Ashir posted it in Arabic. La hada kursiyun. La hada kursiyun. So when somebody asks you, ahada sarirun? And then you say, no, this is a chair. La, no. Hada kursiyun. This is a chair. Good. Oh, good, mashallah. You can put a post-it note on your pen as well. Let's look at the last sentence. Ma hada. Ma hada. What is this? So you're pointing up at the sky and you're like, ma hada. What is this? And what is your response? Do any of you guys know? A star, right? This is a star. How do you say that in Arabic? Let's read the sentence. Hada najmun. Hada najmun. This is a star. So hada, this, najmun, a star. Najmun means a star. So when you point up at the sky and you see that big sky full of these little stars and big stars and any kind of star, you can point up and be like, hada najmun. This is a star. Okay? I kind of like that word because I like stars. They're pretty, right? They're a very nice blessing. And we can look up and we can be reminded that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, He made the sky for us. And it's a perfect sky. And we have all these stars and people can get directions from them. Like, you know how we have GPSs? People can use the stars pretty much as a GPS. Isn't that cool? So we should thank Allah for that. It's really cool. So all these najmun, all the stars, najmun, a star, we can learn that, okay? So we learned how many new words? I'd say like 5 or 6 new words maybe? Do you feel kind of good? You kind of learned a little bit more? To me it's a lot, right? For some people it's a lot. For some people you're like, oh, I kind of know this. Some people you're like, wow, I just learned a lot, okay? So inshallah, our time is up for today, and I'm going to call Sister Gulafsha, your Sunnah teacher, and she's going to take the class, okay? So assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu.